Okay, so this morning we're in our garden, and no judging because it's actually an absolute mess. I didn't want to show you when it was all pristine and done because I actually want to show you the process of cleaning our garden, which isn't going to happen today. I actually have to wait on my husband because he likes to remove all the patio furniture and pressure washer everything down, so that's not going to happen today. I do just want to walk you around and show you what our garden looks like, and I'm also going to show you how it looked when we bought the house. So I have a couple of photos and I'm going to talk you through how I decided to plan my back garden. So let's start. So this picture was taken from my back patio door. As you can see, nothing but sand. But having such a blank slate gave me the perfect opportunity to design exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I am now stood in the exact same position I was when I took those two previous photos. So the slope is just going up here, and then over in this direction, we have the pool. And as you can also see, junk, 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 junk. And ripped furniture over there. Okay, so I had this lovely blank slate to work with, and the first thing I did was we drew up a list of everything that we wanted in our back garden. So first things first, I came up with a patio cover. I went with the dark brown because we have dark brown trim on our house, so I wanted it to match. We also had a double fan installed in the patio cover because even under the shade in the summertime it is so hot, so you need that air circulating. I also love the little string lights, so I insisted that we had to have these lights go around. Now those cost a small fortune because the bulbs keep going out, and every time we have to buy a new pack they're $20. So if that's something that you're thinking of doing, be warned, it can be quite pricey. And then I wanted a large patio cover because we do have quite a few parties in the summer, get-togethers, so we wanted a large patio cover, but I didn't want the generic grey, so we went with brown. And we had a design inlaid, which you can't really see because it's so dirty at the moment, but it looks like wood planks. I also wanted to extend the patio out into a sunny area because I do like to lay out. So we did like the generic rectangle and we carried it out over to the wall, but then I wanted it to come out here because this is where the sun hits in the afternoon. So the sun will come up, it comes around here and then shines down here. So I've got two comfy chairs which need to have a really good wash down, one for me and one for my friend. And then I also wanted a grassy area. I didn't want everything to be brown, so I wanted the grass. And in Las Vegas, you're not supposed to have real grass because it uses too much water and Lake Mead is very rapidly going down. So we installed this fake grass here, and then I wanted a nice little stepping stone area that takes us back round to the corner where our pool equipment is. So yes, very junky here. This is the pool toys, everything we keep kind of hidden behind here. But yes, this is our pool pump and our filtration system here for the pool. So my intentions are to have a gate here, so none of that can be seen. So in the photo you saw the slope, so we kept the slope here, but I wanted more garden space. So we had the landscapers cut into the wall here and push it back, and we did a retaining wall just to create a bit more space. And one of the things living in Las Vegas is that your material will get eaten and destroyed. That is completely destroyed. This and this is two different sets. So this was the original set. All the cushions to this set I threw away, replaced them with new ones. They all need to be washed. And I think I'm gonna actually throw this away and create a wooden table. So I'm gonna sink a piece of wood into that and use it as a table. The obligatory massive umbrella that everyone has in Vegas. And this here, if you're wondering, this is our screen. So we bring out the projector and we watch movies at night time. So in order to squeeze everything in, the grass, the keeping the slope, the patio cover, the dining area, the sun tanning area, to squeeze everything in, I had to go with a smaller pool, which, to be quite honest, is the perfect size really. This is a waterfall here, and then we have a ledge that we can sit on here and drink our drinks. And then this is for the grandchildren, the smaller, this is only about 3 inches, 4 inches deep right here. And this little thing here, you can actually sink an umbrella into. So we have usually an umbrella about here to create some more shade if someone wants to sit in the swimming pool. And then this concrete here that surrounds the swimming pool, this is actually called cool decking. And so it keeps the concrete cool, so when you sit on the edge you're not burning yourself. But this has completely discolored. We've had this pool now for 6 years, I believe, and you can see where the chlorine has discolored the brown. And I also, let me show you this little crack that we discovered after an earthquake we had. So this crack never used to be here, but we had an earthquake. In fact, we've had a couple of earthquakes since being in this house. I don't know if you can tell, but this line here, and it kind of goes down. Actually, it doesn't look that bad on the video, but in real life you can see there's quite a crack. And that appeared after the earthquake. So our ground is definitely moved. But yeah, so I really need to find out how I can repaint this, because this was actually really quite a dark brown. It actually matched the patio cover. That's how dark it was. So it's really faded. So I need to see if I can use regular paint or whether I need to buy a special paint. So yeah, that's a job that I really wanted to get done this year before the heat came out. So I knew I wanted something on this back wall here. I just wasn't sure. And finally I made up my mind, and I put this vine in, which looks really bad at the moment, but give it another 4 weeks and that's going to be completely green. And it has the most gorgeous, actually I see some of the flowers there already. So let's zoom it in and show you. So that will all be covered in purple flowers shortly. These flowers, I don't know what they are, but they're really pretty too. So this here is Bird of Paradise, and I have one here, but he's not doing so well. This is all weeds, so I need to get rid of all this, all of that, and hopefully these Bird of Paradise will flower. So I have a Bird of Paradise here. You can see how big the leaves are, but that needs to be all trimmed and made to look pretty again. And then I have a couple of queen palms. This is my honeysuckle, which smells amazing. And then this little thing, I think it's called a bottle brush, I'm not sure. But that actually can grow as big as a tree. So I need to keep my eye on that one. This is a little ivy that hopefully will grow and cover some of this space, because I don't like seeing all the brickwork. I have the same ivy on this side, but it's not doing as well. I thought it had completely died, but it's got some greenery on it. I forgot what this little thing here, it looks like it's dead, but it's not. It's the most gorgeous bright orange flower, and I completely forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna hopefully buy some more of those. Again, this is a larger bottle brush. And then these two, I have no idea what they are, but this one here does orange flowers, and then this one does more of a yellowy flower. Behind here, my husband has hidden his tomatoes. He still needs to do this one. This poor plant here lived for at least 3 years and then just died on me. And I had the same one over on that post over there, and it had the most gorgeous white flowers. So I need to buy some flowers or a vine or something that can grow there. So this little cluster, I don't know what these are, but these are quite pricey when you buy them from the store. It's some type of, I think it may be a sago palm, or this might be the sago palm, I'm not sure. But all this area, look, see when you water them, it creates this brown gunky mess. So all this needs to be pressure washed. And everything in Vegas gets dusty. So I bought these from Target. They're only like $20. But you have to continually keep cleaning them because there's so much dust in Vegas. Now this tree, I think it was a seed from our next door neighbor. So if you can see up there behind the wall, he has this plant and it has these bright yellow flowers, and I think it's seeded. I certainly didn't plant this, so I thought it looked like a weed, and I thought, well, let me give it a chance. And then it ended up growing into this really pretty bush. So I'm just gonna let that one go and see how that transforms. So my pot's over here. I'm not sure what that first pot is. It's some sort of vegetable that my husband planted. And then this one here, this turns orange and red. It doesn't flower. And then this one looks like it's dead, but it's not. It dies back every winter, but as you can see, the new shoots are coming through. So this one has beautiful yellow flowers. My lavender from last year has died. This one's a really common plant. You'll find these everywhere in Vegas, and they have different color flowers. I think this one was multicolored. This one was yellow and pink. And these little ones, this is orange, this is yellow. When the sun comes out, these flowers will open up. This, I think, is part of the onion family. It normally has little purple flowers, but it looks just like a little grass. I want something to grow up tall here, maybe climb up the wind chime. This one, I believe, is a pepper. My husband's stolen my pot. Normally I have just flowers in here, but I came out here the other night and I noticed, wait a minute, you've planted something in my pots. So I think that's a pepper. So I plopped in a little lavender. This I bought from IKEA. So we just usually keep all our soil and little hand tools in there. This needs to be completely washed down, and I need to buy new orchids because these are looking a bit dirty. But I just got some mason jars, painted them blue on the inside, and then I put little tea lights in there, and it lights up at night, which is pretty. So this pot that I have up here, I've put in a plastic plant because I don't have a drip system to go into that pot. Now in England, we could get away with just plopping some dirt in, putting in a plant, giving it a little bit of water, and it would flourish. If I put in a plant here without a drip system, it would be dead within 2 weeks. So I chose to put in a plastic plant here. So I'm going to pop to the store later and buy another one to replace it. This one has changed colour. This looks, oh look, see what the sun does? So I need to buy another little plant for that. This one, I don't want to put anything in. This is just purely decoration. And then if you remember, I bought this from a Goodwill store in Phoenix. So I'm going to repaint that because this colour doesn't really fit with the theme of the garden. So I need to plant these today also. Get those in the ground. This one has really, really pretty purple flowers. Again, more vegetables. This is, I don't know what this is either. This is like an orangey colour. That I need to take out and throw away because that looks awful now. This is a bougainvillea. I'm just waiting for this, as again, you can see the little shoots coming through. My husband always thinks they're dead and wants to throw them away, but I'm like, no, give it a chance, it'll come back. So that has bright, bright pink flowers. This, I have no idea what this is. But again, it flowers every year and I love it. And then those two vines that I showed you earlier, this is what it looks like when it gets bigger. This one's really pretty. And then I have a white one, a white vine here that I need to train back onto the wall because it keeps growing up into this tree. And then all these leaves need to be tidied up. Oh, and this is our pizza oven that needs to be hidden around the corner, and our garbage can. So yes, this is the garden that needs to be completely and thoroughly cleaned up. And then this is one of our other bougainvilleas that has already started flowering. And then hopefully I can train it to grow all the way up and grow along the patio cover. That would look nice. So I thought I'd show you real quick. This is the bougainvillea that's out in my front garden. It's a slightly different color to the one in the back. So this one's more purple. The one in the back is more pink. And then if you saw my video that when I was in Phoenix, I videoed one that was white and extremely pale pink. And they also come in like an orangey color too. Okay, I've come to the garden center. Let's have a little look around and see if there are any plants I can buy today. Now, although I would love to have a lemon tree in my garden, I think that would be awesome to grow lemons. Apparently citrus fruit trees attract scorpions, so I'm gonna pass on these. So these are grapes. I did mention to my husband, should we give grape growing a try? I don't know how they would do. These are berries down here, and then over here, these are pomegranates. Oh, look, strawberries. Okay, so this is the plant that I had growing up my 2 posts. I showed you that it completely died. So it was white jasmine. And I had this for 3 years and all of a sudden they both died. I'm thinking my husband turned the water off. But these smell so amazing, but I'm a little bit worried about whether buying the same thing again. And then this is the little red flower that I had. Okay, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna buy one of these jasmines, but I'm gonna put it in a different spot in the garden. Yeah, these smell so good. So did you know that roses actually do really well in Las Vegas? And if you have dogs and live in Las Vegas, don't buy these. These are oleanders. They are actually poisonous to the dogs. Now this one here, I've bought 3 times, and 3 times this puppy has died on me. So I'm not gonna spend any more money on that one, as pretty as it is. And that's actually my favorite color. I am not gonna buy that anymore. Look what I stumbled across, the clearance section. And they have an ivy. So I'm gonna buy this and see if it grows. It's gonna cost $4. Originally it was 11, so I'm gonna give this one a chance. Okay, I popped to the store. I went to Hobby Lobby and I got these 2 bunches of fake flowers. They've got like these tiny little purple buds on them. I thought they were really pretty. So these were actually $16.99 each, but they were 50% off. So I got 2 for $16.99. That should fill up that 1 pot. And then the other little pot where the the cactus completely disintegrated, this was $9.99, also 50% off. So I got this for $5. So I'm gonna go pop those outside now. Okay, so I put the new fake plant in its pot. I got the other one back there. I'm happy with that. That should last at least 2 years, maybe even 3 years. And I love this tree that is growing and giving us so much privacy. And this one's grown a lot too. This one over here. I've also weeded this little section over here. It looks a lot different than it did this morning. So now you can see the purple flowers clearly. And this little baby bird of paradise. So I need to put another plant in there. And now all the weeds had covered up these little pink ones. So now you can see those again. And my husband's got another lot of vegetables back here. I don't know what they are. But now you can see my vine. But like I said, a couple of more weeks that'll grow. So yeah, it looks a lot tidier now. Okay, so the next part of the video, it's the next day by the way. The next part of the video, I wanted to show you how you have to plant a in-ground plant, because I've shown you how to plant them in pots, which really is no different than planting a plant in England, other than you have to have a drip system going into each pot, like so. However, I've hit a little snag, and I'm going to show you. This here is my little handy dandy cart that I keep all of my supplies in, and it has the little drip system nozzles that I need. So let me show you. Here's one here. So it has all these attachments. So this is one piece, the tube is another piece, and then there's another little attachment that goes into the larger pipe. Now I wanted to put a plant and a pot here. However, when I opened this up, there is a large black widow spider web. So there is a black widow in there somewhere, and I am not going to go digging around in there. I am going to leave that for my husband to do. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. What I'm going to do for my next gardening video, I'll show you how we clean this up, the finished look, and I'll also add in showing you how you would do an in-ground plant. So I'm going to leave that for today. My next video next week, I'm going to be in San Diego, so I'd love to take you guys with me. On Sunday I will have another DIY video, and if you haven't subscribed, I'm going to ask you to kindly subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it really does help my channel out. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys next week.